Hi everyone, this is Kush from SKG Consulting Services. Today I've got Patty with me, who's recently got an approval for the initial RTO and CRICOS application. We just finished the audit and the auditor confirmed to us that it's a definite yes for us. Welcome, Patty. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Kush. As you have heard, my name's Patroba Kimboy, and you can call me Patty in short.
Perfect,
Yes,
perfect. I've
yes,
always called you Patty, so I'm kind of used to it. So
yes,
no, thank you
everyone
so
call me.
much. Thank you so much for taking time for this. But we are very excited to have your approval, and we just wanted to share a little bit about your journey and when exactly did you start, what happened, and how did you prepare for it, and what was SKG's role in the whole journey. So, starting from, if you can just give a little bit of background about yourself to our listeners, that would be great.
Yes. So my name's Patty or Patroba Kimboy, as I have said, and I live in South Australia. And I'm running a business which is NDIS, Party Health and Care. And before we we ask for we ask to have another company which is national diversity. So we decided first to be running Party Health and Care. And my background, I have a degree in community service and also a degree of psychology. And so I had a passion to open a RTO and CRICOS, and that is why I started the journey. And we begin on 2022 with the registration from the government. And then now we started the process for registering for RTO and CRICOS. But to start with, the journey wasn't easy because I was stumbling around. I didn't know who to trust or who to work with. Before I met SKG, I was with a different consultant, which it tracked and it went for so long, almost a year, and nothing was happening. We were just like having meetings, and I paid actually a lot of money. So by then, I decided to quit and I put on a stop fast. And then I met someone. John, who introduced me to Kush, and then now we started working with Kush and SKG Consultant, whereby it has been a great journey. I know that it took long time to find you guys, but definitely after I found you, I'm feeling so great now that I'm getting my registration because it wasn't that easy. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your support. Thank you for picking up my calls anytime when I have any question to ask or when I'm not sure. You're always there. Your time always is flexible. I can have meeting with you any time of the day because I'm also a mom. I have a family and sometimes schedule doesn't match. But yeah, you're always flexible and you have been there for me. And thank you for supporting me in terms of all the documents that were required. And especially during the audit, you actually make it easy because it reached a time where my mind was just blank when the auditor was asking questions. I wasn't sure again what to
Very
say.
you actually did very well during the audit because you were almost like, but I was behind you because I told you straight away that, I'm there as your guide, but I
Yeah.
cannot be answering on your behalf. So as long
Yes.
as you hold the fort, I'll always be there to support you. And that's what I think a good consultant would do for you. And you did very well, honestly. Even the auditor commended your efforts, the amount of, hard work you've put in for the whole project. I remember each and every mentor meeting at 9 o'clock in the night, sitting
Yes.
with my boy by my side and your baby by your side. I
Yes.
think when it comes to hard work,
Yeah.
it cannot go wrong.
Yeah, you actually make my dream come true because it hasn't been that easy. And after we launched, I was kind of like giving up, thinking maybe this registration is not even coming. But thank you because every time I call you, you're always positive. You said, you know what, Patty, you can do this. I believe in you. And thank you for having that positive impact on me, because sometimes the government, they take long time to come back, to give us the results to say, okay, we are giving you an audit. So, that waiting, it takes so long. And also thank you for your support. In terms of even getting the 9B building, it reaches a time where I say, Kush, can you try to see if I can get anything? And yes, you went ahead even and console and, try to help me out. So you are really a great impact. And I think anybody who will use you, they will never regret because they will always have that positive impact. So long as they are willing to work with you and follow what you're saying saying, because it's a work in progress. It's not that easy. Yeah.
It's not a one day task. It's
Yeah.
and we've been in touch for the past 2 years, Patty. Come on.
Yes.
We've built our relationship. We've had our own sweet corners. We've had our own arguments and everything. But I think that's the good and bad part of it. It's all a
Yeah.
package.
Yeah.
And when we
Yeah.
work together, that happens. That's a
Yeah.
very normal process, I guess.
Yeah, and thank you for always standing for the truth, because sometimes I go somewhere, I try to inquire this information, I come back to you, you tell me to check again and redo it again because it has to be done right, and all those things, they really help a lot. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I don't think I would have my registration without you. And
No.
also, in terms of price, you are also fair. You are also fair and you also let people pay in plan,
Mm.
because my bad experience that I share with you when I was enrolled with another consultant.
Let's move forward from there. I think we
Yes,
need to focus on the brighter side. And,
yes.
how was your overall experience during the audit? And how much time after you got the call from the auditor up until you got the confirmation, how much total time it took?
Less than 2 weeks actually.
Yeah.
Less than 2 weeks, because I remember when that Friday they called us and they said, okay, in 1 week we are going to have the audit. And I just said, Kush, do we do it? It's in 1 week. And you said, yeah, we are ready, Bati, let's do it. And I was like, I
Yeah.
trust in Kush, so let's do it. And thank you also for the meetings, those meetings that we meet every day, because sometimes it become overwhelming because of
Mm.
too much information. And I keep asking, Kush, did you say this and this? Am I really right? Was this one and this? Because I was getting nervous, especially when the day for the audit is coming. It's
Yeah.
so much because, policies, procedure, how about this, how about the building, all those things to put it together. You're always there, you're all organized, with your team. Your team, they are great. They just give me a call, they say, Patty, can you pass this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And I just follow all that. And look
Perfect.
at us now here, celebrating
Yes.
success.
No, no. So would you suggest other applicants about the CEO mentorship program that we did just before the audit? Would you recommend that to the other providers?
Yeah, definitely. Because without the mentorship, without you having that program, because it doesn't matter how much experience you have with other industries or the position or your school, it doesn't matter all that because you really need to get the mentorship program
Yeah.
because they will guide you all the way. And then you will also not feel nervous during the audit because most of the question they ask is everything that I've discussed with you. And if you remember, even that morning when the auditor was asking, I was just smiling because it's the things that we have discussed with you, you
It's
know?
almost like a mock
Yes.
preparation that we did that worked
Yeah.
well for the audit also. I
Yes.
could see the confidence in you, like you were completely comfortable, calm, and that's the happiest feeling I can get when I see the CEO or the applicant in front of me when they're comfortably answering everything to the auditors. That's a very satisfying feeling for us.
Yeah. Thank you. If not your mentorship, I don't know what I would be doing
No,
because it's
no.
really helpful.
Definitely. Nana, it's really a great outcome for us, Patty, and there's a long way to go. So wish you all the very best. And thank you so much again for taking time out for this. And we still see you again and we continue with maintaining compliance within NDIA and other colleges.
Yeah, thank you very much, Kush. You and your team, God bless you so much and continue doing the good job because without you guys, a lot of people will suffer.
Thank you. Thank you. You have a good day, Patty. Thank you.
You too. You too. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Bye.